Astronomy is at the cutting edge of the biggest information revolution in the history of mankind.
The next generation radio telescopes will generate about 20 terabytes of data every second. So to give you an idea of scale, that's like filling up the Bodleian Library, the University Library here in Oxford, twice every second.
It's called big data, a term coined by computer techies to describe the vast crops of information we can now harvest. And it's not just scientists who benefit.
Today, we can use the electronic devices that are part of everyday life to capture, store and analyse more data about the way we live than ever before. Sadie Creese is Professor of Cybersecurity at Oxford University.
Any device that you use to connect to cyberspace, so the internet for socialising, for buying stuff, for work purposes, from your home, your surfing of your internet television, from your phone, all of these devices are essentially capturing information about what you're doing. There are even wheelie bins that will track what's inside your trash. We're talking about smart grids, monitoring your power consumption, billing you far more intelligently, but also knowing, probably being able to reverse engineer what's on, what you're using, are you using your kettle, how much of your house, how many people are in your house at any one time.
Big data, big brother. That's the worry. But on the positive side, big data is information that can transform our lives.
IBM's working with city governments, local councils to implement systems which in healthcare, education, transport, a whole bunch of different areas are helping improve the efficiency of the city. So for example, it might be sensors in the road that detect where the traffic is, and in the morning and at rush hour in the evenings they can optimise the traffic light sequencing so that traffic can keep flowing. So in healthcare, the amount of data is huge. Doctors can't possibly keep up with it, but by using computers to sift through that data and analyse it to find out if something that he's seeing with a patient is in fact something which has been hinted at by other people and is starting to become, say, an epidemic or an emerging problem which nobody's seen before.
So that's the big picture for big data, but what about personally? How's it going to help me?
So one example is that in my house I've got a lot of sensors to know how much power different appliances are using, if the windows and the doors have been left open, and that lets me build a picture of the energy use and the occupancy of the house. So I've got this application on my phone which allows me to see what's happening in the house. For example, we could turn on the outside light. So if I click that and hit turn on, it sends a signal from my phone to my house, and if we refresh the Twitter page, we'll see that the outside lights are now on.
So Andy talks to his house, and his house tweets back to him. He's even invented a barcode that lets his dinner decide how to cook itself.
It's actually the temperature-sensitive barcode, so this is for a microwave of the future, which doesn't have buttons to program it. You just barcode scan the thing you want to cook, it goes to the internet, looks up the cooking instructions and programs itself. Now the clever bit there is that if the pizza's frozen, then you get a different barcode scan than if it's defrosted, so the cooking times will be different. So it means that your dinner will be perfectly cooked, ready for you.
It's exciting, but it's also potentially scary. Do we really want our personal information indelibly stored on a distant computer we can't even access?
It's about understanding the risks to which you're exposed. So in physical space, you lock your front door, you lock your car door. We need to understand how to do that in cyberspace, and unfortunately it's not easy. When it comes to personal data, you need to make sure you're sharing it with people that you fully understand who they are, and I would recommend you only ever share it with people knowingly and consciously. Don't tick the little box that says, yes, you can share this with any third party that we want to share it with. I'm certainly not suggesting we don't engage with this. I think we do, but we have to do so responsibly.
We can't reverse the information revolution, but if we want it to make our lives better, we need to treat it with respect.